Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. They go with a direct snap. As the first down, still on the move. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run out of bounds. They were picking up a few yards on the play.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. They're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And now the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. This one downed at the 15. Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Receiver makes the grab.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fights off a defender.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now it's 2nd down here. Heading left after the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. As the first down is still going. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about in the first half? This back is having a big day.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
A running play called on 4th down. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense running the 13th play on this drive. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? He'll pitch it. In the clear at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback dropping back. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
It's a quick grab. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The gain makes it second and medium. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, that last carry puts him now at 100 yards for the game, where he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop in front of him, then use that burst to pick up some good gains today.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, I love the versatility in his running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. He's running out of time here. Running back grabs it on the screen. Finding some room in the 25. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, And that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The shotgun running play call. And that run produces a decent gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Pass is caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
The attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll run it to the right side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He'll hand it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Receiver in motion now. Ball handed off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Offense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. And the quarterback keeps it here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Here's the option play. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid game and a fresh set of downs.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Running back has it on the screen now. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And the Red Wolves looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Red Wolves come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Red Wolves lining up here on 1st and 10. The DB's backing off from the line now. And in 1st down, right back to the running game.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Receiver makes the grab. He goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks in a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
It's the running back in the flat. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Red Wolves trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Running play called on 3rd and short. What down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the single back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Jacksonville State. This offense really clicking.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. And the Red Wolves looking to run some tempo here. Defense not pressing this time. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. This is the 6th play on the drive. The shotgun handoff here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He eludes the rush. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
I give all the credit here to the play caller for this touchdown pass. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Everybody expecting run. Instead, you throw it, pays off for a touchdown.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion.
Cricket. Flare. Flare. Belly starter.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the quarterback will take a knee. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today in a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks.